Hello, welcome. It is me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. How is everyone with technology? Is it moving fast? Is it intense? Okay. Welcome to this video. I was going to say this week, but I think a few came out this week, even though we are starting. It is Tuesday, January 28th. This is a live, unedited video, and I am talking about the Aquarius Moon. I'm also going to talk about briefly the weekly transits. Yesterday, we had Mercury entering Aquarius. We have a Venus shadow retrograde period starting. I have a whole video on that, but we'll get into that a little bit. In this video, the energy is electric. It's transformative because we have Aquarius New Moon also, and that's on the 29th, and it's going to bring powerful, some bold intentions for our future. Okay, so get ready, sit back, and welcome. We are talking about transformations, we're talking about intensity, we're talking about the future, we're talking about technology, all that. Now, I do want to say that I do have a community, and it's somewhat like a Patreon. People are familiar with Patreons, and I am going to connect this video with a special video that is just exclusive for my community. It's going to be an Aquarius New Moon tarot reading, a deep dive into the new moon of Aquarius. Okay, so that is going to be in conjunction with this. So if you're watching from the group, go ahead and check out this video first and then check out that one later. And if you guys want to join my group, it is $4.99 a month, and it's amazing. It's detailed. There is weekly readings and everyday readings for tarot, and also I break down controversial topics in there too. Now, also too, before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. That helps me out so much, you guys. That's like tipping me. And I know some people want to do it at the end, but don't forget, this is you just doing it early, especially if you like the content. Also share. Okay, quickly, first, I want to say that I just finished doing this video. It is Uranus and Gemini. I did horoscopes for this video. I put tarot. I really get detailed and explain how this is going to affect us, you personally, and the collective. Also, that is part of my bigger playlist, which is the 2025 playlist. And, it's got Jupiter entering Cancer that happens this year. We have the North and South Node entering Virgo and Pisces. Next video coming up that will kind of close up the 2025 playlist is the eclipse. I'm going to talk about that actually next. And then lastly, we have this February video, all the astrology and predictions of February, if you're into that. Also, I'm going to do a tarot reading for that as well. Now, how is everyone doing with this whole... Listen, we got a lot of planets in the sign of Aquarius coming up this week, coming up currently, and a lot of, it's kind of tied into Mercury a little bit, even though Mercury is in Aquarius now, but we had this, I have a lot of clients discussing what's going on with their technology, what's going on with driving, what's going on with everything very Aquarius theme. And I do want to explain that Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius, and it is a higher octave of Mercury. So you do have this transportation energy. You do have a lot of things that are very mercurial also involved with Uranus. And we have a strong week, and it's opening up the doors for Aquarius season in a huge way. Okay, so if you're having problems driving, have some patience, be adaptable, be flexible. If you are having problems with your technology, anytime you're dealing with technology, you have to be adaptable. Uranus is the ruler of technology. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So if you're dealing with any type of technology or social media, if things are changing, you have to be adaptable. That's just how it goes naturally, okay? So if the internet doesn't work today and it works tomorrow, that's just how it goes, okay? It's very adaptable, very flexible energy, and also could cause a little chaos and could be very sudden and abrupt. Also, it moves very fast. So be aware of that as we enter all this Aquarius energy. Now, let me pull up my notes to see what else we have for... Okay, so let's talk about, let me see, this week. Oh, let me pull up Let me actually show you the dates that we have for this week, this Aquarius full moon, so you can also understand what I am talking about. Okay, so on the 27th, today is the 28th, we had Mercury entering Aquarius, and it was at 0 degrees, and it was very strong. So a lot of fast energy, technology may have been overworked. A lot of probably themes of makes me think of, there's a new chat GBT that crashed the market. This is the new future. When you talk about the Jetsons, if you guys are older, we are here, and this is just opening the door for all this, especially this week. So this week is a very important week. Okay, there's a lot of important weeks this year, but this is one of them. Okay, so Mercury is entering Aquarius, and I'll explain more why. Also, we have Venus entering the shadow phase. I did a whole video on Venus. Check out this playlist, but there is just one video particularly on Venus that I did. It's a really good video. I do the horoscopes. I break that down. We'll talk about it briefly here, okay? And then that happens today, okay? Mercury also is going to conjunct Pluto. This is another reason. So we have Mercury in the sign Aquarius, and then now Mercury is conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto is a very strong little tiny mighty planet. Okay, it's very strong. A lot of intensity when it comes to technology, when it comes to social media, when it comes to the future, when it comes to your hopes and dreams. This also deals with friendships, any type of social communicative aspect, and I think networks, organizations, could deal with some government stuff too. Rebellion and boycotting. We'll get into that a little bit more. So you have all these things happening. That's why you have the Costco energy. Actually, let me see. I had some stuff, some notes I always kind of take down for the weekly current events. Let me see if I can explain what's going on currently. Okay, so we have the boycotting of Costco and Target and Walmart. I do want to explain, and let me tell you that my sharing my screen was not working today. And again, that's technology, and it was expected, but it's okay. I'm going to show you this chart. I took a screenshot of what we have in a vibe in the sky, but with this screenshot, I can't use my cursor to circle things, so I'm going to have to explain things. And also, this is a podcast too, so not only is this a visual thing for all my X and Facebook and YouTube viewers, but this is also a podcast, and you can listen to this podcast anywhere: Amazon, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Apple Music, you can listen to it. Okay. Now, I do want to explain, and ignore where the houses are. Okay. So this is just a vibe in the sky for the collective, even though it says it's a Capricorn rising. Okay. I'm just going to tell you, look at where the planets are. If you look at this second house, okay, it doesn't matter what house is in, but I want you to look. And if you guys are listening, I'm explaining what the image is showing. It is a screenshot of the natal chart of what's currently happening currently this week. And this is actually the Aquarius New Moon chart, okay, that I'm showing. And with this chart, we have a stallion in Aquarius this week, okay? So we have Pluto in Aquarius, we have Mercury in Aquarius, which had just entered Aquarius yesterday, and we have the sun, and we're going to have the moon with this new moon in Aquarius as well too. So these are a lot of planets in Aquarius. We do have a stallion in Pisces as well. We have Saturn, Venus, and Neptune in Pisces. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother episode, okay? But if you want to know more about that, that will be more discussed in that Venus retrograde video, because I do discuss Pisces energy. Wait a minute. I'm gonna fix my hair. I'm trying to do what the kids do with the two bang things. Should I tuck them in my glass? Okay. Anyway. Okay. So back to the screenshot. Okay. So let me tell you, when you have a stallion in Aquarius, and this is when first the sun first touched Pluto, okay? And that was around the inauguration. I knew something big was going to happen, and it's still happening, okay? So you had the boycotting. I thought it was going to be more a revolution, but to a lot of people, maybe this is a revolution, okay? A lot of boycotting of Costco, Target, Walmart. You had all that going on, okay? You also have, let me see, okay, the ICE agent raids. Okay, I want to discuss that quickly. This was not planned, but I'm going to discuss this anyway. Okay, so the ICE, if you're not familiar, in the news, they are showing a lot of immigrants, illegal immigrants getting arrested. They're saying that they are doing criminal acts. That is more of Mars retrograding in Cancer. Okay, Mars is the vigilant. It is the people with the guns. It's the people who have authority and physical energy trying to catch something. And so that's Mars retrograding in a sign Cancer represents the homeland. And I do want you to know that in America's chart, that is touching America's planets, because we are a Cancer. I am an American, so I say we. We have Cancer, a sun in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer. So that's what that is too. Far as what else do we have? Oh, MLK. I wanted to say, if you, I know Donald Trump signed something saying that to look at the files, and what I've deleted my social media, by the way. But before I deleted my social media, you may still see it on there. I didn't turn it off, like cancel the accounts, but I don't have them on my phone or anything. I'm just using YouTube. But back to what I was saying. So if you look at, if you were on social media or if you heard anything on the news, you had that MLK, he's opening those documents. And that also is Mars in Cancer. You have to think about it. He had a whole speech said, I have a dream. More Pisces too, but Cancer too. But I don't know anything about MLK, Martin Luther King's chart, but a lot of rumors, a lot of stories, because they could be truth as well, being released from the past, which is very Cancer, and are not very positive. Okay. So that's what we have. Also, we had the crypto ball. Trump had a crypto ball. That's very Aquarius theme. Now, Trump has Aquarius in his 12th house, from what I remember. No, he has Cancer in his 12th house. Okay. But a lot of Aquarius themes. Aquarius is all about the transaction, the money, technology. And we have Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, retrograding in the sign Taurus. Taurus represents our stocks. Okay. So it wasn't going to be good anyway. It was retrograding. And Uranus is a lot of abrupt shock. If you guys didn't know, a lot of people put a lot of money into the this crypto ball that Trump had, and immediately they lost all their money. I mean, one person lost $700,000. One guy is on X doing like a live streaming, and as he's streaming live, you can just see that he's losing a lot of money, and he lost up to $60,000. Yeah. Anyway, so you have that. That is very. First of all, the stocks, the money, all that is that Aquarius energy. And this is just the beginning of it. Okay. When I show you this chart and you see that they're all starting at early degrees. So Pluto is just starting the story. Okay. So get ready for that. But when Mercury entered the party, then you're talking about, now you're talking about stocks and trades. And that's why also too, that new AI program, dip something, my son texted to me, my husband emailed it to me. I guess this is a big deal. There's a new AI version. This is from China too, so I don't know what America is going to do about that. But anyway, that also is Aquarius themes, and crypto and all that stuff is going to get involved. Let me see. 12th house Mars retrograding in Trump. Okay, I do want to these are just my side notes. Trump has a Cancer 12th house. His 12th house is in a sign Cancer. So when Mars is retrograding in a sign Cancer, which it is currently doing now, right? So in this screenshot, Mars is retrograding in the 7th house. His Cancer is in the 12th house. Okay. So that Mars retrograding energy is sitting on top of Trump's a lot of personal planets for him. Okay. That means secrets are deception, chaos, illusions. Okay. And things that we may not see are things that are being seen, and it could be deceitful. So anything that's dealing with Trump, and I'm not saying anything, I just said anything, but Trump is moving in secret right now, or Trump is either in captive. Okay. Because that could also represent that. He could be in captive. I know some people can't even imagine Trump being in captive, but when you have higher power, sometimes that the illusions of things could be deceitful. The 12th house also represents endings, but I'm pretty sure when Mars was retrograding in the sign Cancer on his 12th house, it probably was reducing a lot of support, far as, and support also means money and finances. And so that's why you could have that crypto ball doing what it was doing. Okay. So that was just me off the cup. That wasn't even on my agenda, talking about the current events and breaking it down in astrology. Okay, so now let's talk about this week's astrology. So okay. So I told you that Mercury is in the sign Aquarius. Okay, and this is major themes with technology, social media, communication, your intellect, forward thinking, unconventional ideas. Oh, I have a way actually to show the chart because I was being adaptable. Okay. Let me actually show this chart and put myself in it. There we go. Hello. Okay. I have to scoot over. There we go. Okay. So with this chart here, Mercury enters Aquarius, right? So the themes of Aquarius, Mercury already is communication, your intellect. And when you have it with Aquarius, you have forward thinking, you have unconventional solutions, there's breakthroughs in communication, a lot of technology, a lot of AI, a lot of futuristic things, okay? Like the Jetsons, all that is very futuristic. And then you have also collaborations and networks, right? Now, some predictions while Mercury's in the sign Aquarius. I have done a whole video on Mercury in Aquarius. This is me just touching it because it's happening this week. We can have more innovations with technology, okay? All while we're in this Aquarius season, okay? And a lot of community focused projects, a lot of rebellions. We could be hearing more strikes or more boycotts. I know we had the Hamas, Gaza, like they were striking at the schools, things like that. That's why I got messy, because that's when Pluto first entered Aquarius. Okay. But there's group discussions, a lot of things with social media, a lot of collective activism, progressive thinking and networking. Okay. Just keywords: thinking, communication, intellect, collaborating, groups, things that are very unique and out of the box, very futuristic. Now, the challenge with Mercury and in the sign Aquarius is that there's could be a lot of misunderstandings, especially when there's resistance. Aquarius is a very fixated energy, meaning that it's stubborn. It doesn't want to change. Okay. So a lot of people could be fixated on opinions because they are thinking that they are thinking logical. Okay. Also there's detached emotions. And yeah, just stay grounded, because Aquarius is also very fast. Okay. So it thinks this, it does this, it does this, it does this. It's very fast. Okay. Just embrace any brainstorming sessions. It's really good, especially when you're trying to think outside of the box and be creative. You want to be with like-minded people, because you are dealing with groups, especially when it comes to visionary ideas, when it's talking about long-term ideas. Okay. And also stay open to unique perspectives. Okay. Things that are very out of the box, this is the perfect time for that. Okay. Now we have the Venus entering the shadow phase of Pisces. Let me show you the dates quickly. Do I have my Venus? Of course I don't. I have Mercury retrograde. Oh, here we go. Venus retrograding. These are the dates for Venus retrograding. Okay. It will officially start retrograding. You'll feel it fully March 1st, and then it will end April 12th, but then it will really end May 15th, which is my daughter's birthday. Okay. So those are the dates. If you should have screenshot it or rewind it or play it back, but also listen to the Venus retrograde. I didn't go over all the dates, right? But overall themes, this is what we're going to be feeling as of today. Okay. Venus begins to do this pre-shadow retrograde phase, so it's setting the stage for upcoming reflections on love, reviewing, redoing, repeating, on relationships, on finances, on self-worth. If you thought the stocks were going crazy before, get ready now. Okay. If you're having some issues with relationships, if you're having issues with compassion, people are not feeling compassionate, people are not being of service, or having charity, not giving to charities, or shady charities. Okay. All that would be revealed. Okay. So you could have some old relationships coming up to the surface, especially if it's something involving some healing, revisiting creative projects also, because Pisces is very creative, Venus is very creative, artistic ideas. When there's a retrograde, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It means that there's a reflection of some sort, a redoing, a repeating, and moving very slow. You have to actually work a little bit harder. A lot of creative things come out of retrogrades. If you really there are some great things. That's a whole nother video, because I really would like to say them accurately and what was retrograding. But there are some great things that come out of retrogrades. Okay. But there could be like a nostalgia in relationships. Okay. But a lot of reflection. What you naturally attract is not working. Okay. Those are things that you're probably not aware, but Venus is what we naturally attract. Like all of a sudden we won the lottery. All of a sudden we found money on the floor. All of a sudden a friend calls and says, hey, you want to go on this amazing trip or do this amazing thing? That is your Venus naturally attracting things. Now, when it's in the sign Pisces, it's going to affect most of my mutable signs. Okay. So it's not really working for them. So Just so you know, just warning, and Pisces as well. Okay. Just avoid any confrontational or unresolved issues. Try not to over romanticize, because that, especially with that Venus retrograding in Pisces, it's like everything. You are gorgeous. I love you. You're super smart. I'm reading this book actually, and it's like he made he like prayed to the devil. I know it's really dark. Anyway, but the book, let me see, it's on my Kindle, so I can say the name of it. The book, he's like really perfect, and he doesn't like that he's perfect. Why can't I find it in my Kindle, the book that I'm reading? Library. Okay. Nothing is working. What is going on with my technology? Okay, here we goes. It is called, oh, I clicked it. How do I it's called The Invisible Something, you guys. It's called The Invisible Something. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is what it is called. Okay. It's a really good book so far. But basically it's like he wants to be perfect. He wants everyone to love him. Just one of the characters. But that is the over romanticizing. And then it's so funny because all the characters in a book, they just love him because they see what they want to see in a person. And instead of actually seeing a person, that is that Venus in retrograde. Okay. Let me just tell you, that is, okay, wait. How do I? That is Venus retrograding. Okay. Venus retrograding in Pisces is seeing only what you want to see, but not what is truly being seen. Okay. So get ready for that. And don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. So that means when you have a friend and a friend is really shady, but you're like, I don't see that. This friend is really caring, okay? Or let's say you are worshiping a celebrity, and then all of a sudden, this celebrity is not what it really, what, the judge, what is it? Like Blake Lively, okay? Also, too, I do want to say that this stallion in Aquarius is in LA's chart, in Los Angeles chart, it is a transformation of celebrities. We about to see the real tea on all these celebrities, y'all. Get ready for that. Anyway, and they are just the first of the bunch. Okay. Now, okay. So on the 28th, not only do we have this today, well, not only do we have Venus retrograding, the shadow phase starting, and then it will kick on a little bit more, and then it will change signs. It will change to Aries. So then that will go from the rose colored lens to a little aggressive, overly aggressive when it comes to love. Anyway, but on the 28th, we also have this conjunction of Mercury and Pluto in Pisces. In Aquarius. So again, there's intensity in technology. Okay. Powerful. This is a powerful aspect. Okay. We haven't experienced this in a very, 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 very long time. Okay. But there's transformation in communication. There's uncovering the truths. If you are trying to investigate anything dealing with AI, if you're trying to investigate anything dealing with the future or a network or a group, today's your day. Today's your day. Get to investigating. Okay. There's a lot of intellectual breakthroughs. It's very intense. Okay. Hidden secrets may come out today. Get ready. Both personally and globally. It's intense. It's transformative. Maybe even transformative conversations with a group or a network or with your friends. Okay. Get ready for that. Significant technology. Why can I say it? Technological. I can't say it. With tech, okay, with technology, a lot of discoveries, a lot of new inventions, all that, even with science. Aquarius represents science, all that, because now you have the mind and an intellect planet also involved, and Aquarius is already the mind and the intellect, so now it's just like even more potent. Okay, I do want you to understand though that means a lot of intensity, and when things are intense, it could kind of convulse. It can kind of be like, okay, this is too much. Okay. I do want you to know when things are sitting close together, it makes them very strong, and the strength could either be very positive or very bad or even both. Okay. Pluto also represents the shadow side. It represents being obsessed with things. Okay. Hence the intensity. So you have transformation, you have the truth, you have intensity, you have intellectual power, and you have clarity, all with this aspect as of today. Okay. So you could be over analyzing. You could be becoming obsessed with certain thoughts. You can have some power struggles, especially when it comes to communication, especially when it comes to social media or technology or a group. Okay. Just get ready for that. Now we have all this energy. Okay, all the things that I've just explained. And then on the 29th, tomorrow, which actually happens at 4:35 a.m. So that means tonight, all of you guys get your ducks in order. Okay, do your rituals tonight. If you want to do the rituals, or if you want to just keep it with the mindset, it's fine. Just know that in the morning, it really affects you the night before. You're going to be feeling all this. You may be feeling it the night of, but stronger the night before, because this is at 4:35 a.m. Okay. Now, if you pay attention to this chart that I am showing you, this new moon in Aquarius is at 9 degrees. So it's going to really affect all my early Aquarius signs. Okay. And all my other fixed signs. But this new moon in Aquarius, new moons are very positive. I just want you to understand that. There's one little small little aspect that is in question here, but other than that, there's positive energy here. It is it's conjunct Mercury, because Mercury's in Aquarius. It's conjunct Pluto, because Pluto's in Aquarius. Conjunct means that they are touching, they are close, they are hugging together, okay? But it's also trining Jupiter that is retrograding in Pisces. On this picture here in the screenshot, Jupiter is sitting right here at this sixth house, okay? It is retrograding. Now, trines are very, very positive. Positive. You don't have to do nothing. And not only is it positive, it is a positive planet. Jupiter is a positive planet. It is a benefic planet, okay? So this new moon in Aquarius, all my Aquarius people, Inde, my daughter, talking to you, I'm going to have to send this personally to her, because it'll be your own family that'll be watching your stuff, right? But it's okay. Now, this is going to affect all of you guys, all my Aquarius, in a positive way, okay? Because Jupiter is trining you. It's very positive. You have luck, you have abundance, okay? You are attracting things naturally. You are probably publishing things, or there's a new perspective in your belief system, or there's something dealing with higher learning. All that happens while Jupiter is sitting there retrograding in Gemini. But now we have the new moon for the collective as well. So it's not just Aquarius. Now, this new moon is also squaring Vesta. If you see here up top, Vesta is in our 11th house. It doesn't matter the house, but it's at 9 degrees. This new moon in Aquarius is at 9 degrees. Okay. So speaking of 9 degrees, and I'll break down what the conjunction, the trine, and the square, what that means a little bit later, but I want to talk about the degrees. 9 degrees, if we look at the Sabian symbol, and 9 degrees means Sagittarius degree. If we go off of Nikolai, Sagittarius degree. Sagittarius degree is very a positive, but there's expansion, there's abundance, okay? Things dealing with religion, things dealing with law, okay? And higher learning. Now, but if we look at the Sabian symbol, it represents the swing of the pendulum. Basically, it means when things are up high, when you are on stage and you are getting your awards, do not think it's done, okay? You're getting the applause and you're like, I did it, I did it, I did it. No, okay? Take the applause. It helps with the self-confidence. At the same time, you need to prepare for the next step, okay? When he hears applause, why the individual with the foresight knows that eventually the pendulum will swing another direction. What goes up must come down. Okay, so learn to use the praise and approval of others as an incentive to higher achievement, while looking within for an ultimate source of strength and being sustained. Why can I say so? Well, I have a speech problem, but just staying in the same level and improving and improving. You don't want to go back low. Okay, so don't get too comfortable. This is very positive when it comes to this Aquarius new moon. We'll tie it in. I want you to understand that the theme of this Aquarius new moon is not only the Mercury and the Pluto, the intensity and the intellect. Okay, it's not only that, and it's very positive, but do not get too comfortable. Okay, the negative part of this is that you start to depend on others. Are you just care about the trends? Are you just listening to what other people have to say? No, 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 no. This Aquarius new moon is like, no, depend on yourself, be unique, use your creative ideas, okay? Guard against trying to please everyone, because it can't be done. Ooh, I love that, okay? So now let me give you some descriptions of an Aquarius new moon overall, regardless of the planets that are also attached to this Aquarius new moon. It's about fresh start. It's about being inventive. It's about forward thinking. It's about setting some bold intentions for your future and embracing your individuality. It's also about liberation, breaking free from old patterns. Anytime there's a new moon, it's all about manifesting. Okay. So manifest your hopes and your dreams, especially in the sign of Aquarius, because Aquarius represents your hopes and your dreams in the future. Okay. New moon is also a powerful movement for setting intentions around your community, around your technology, around the future, around any type of humanitarian efforts, around your personal freedom. Okay. So think of long-term visions. Think of your personal goal. Focus on your community. Focus on the people. Focus on the technology. Break free from traditional norms. Anything that is like, oh, I don't want to conform. That is that Aquarius energy, okay? Now, when it's conjunct Mercury and Pluto, you're talking about transformative thinking, revolutionary ideas, emotional intensity when it comes to communication. Okay. There's a focus on psychology as well, psychological healing for the future. Okay. This amplifies mental clarity, innovative thinking, communication about progressive ideas. It's a great time to share your unique perspective. Okay. Also, again, I said technology, power struggles, because you have that Pluto. Pluto is a power struggle. Okay. Get ready for that. Again, there's some secrets involved with this new moon. Okay. Let's see what the story is going to be told. I want to see. Okay, I'm a nosy little bee. I'm sitting here. There's like this meme, which I don't have social media anymore, but there's this meme of like this giraffe, and he's sitting like in someone's backyard in the back fence, and it says, "When you don't want to be in a drama, but you want to hear the tea," and he's just chewing, just looking over the gate. That's me. Okay. Anyway, but try not to be obsessed with anything, because that Pluto will make you obsessed. Okay. Especially when you're thinking, you could be overthinking. Again, it give you some power struggles with some group dynamics. Yeah. Also, Aquarius is very detached from emotion. So you can have people who are talking to you in a very rude manner because they're just thinking in more matter of fact or logical way, and they're not adding emotion to it. Be aware of that. We do have some planets in Pisces, but remember Venus is retrograding in Pisces, so there could be this lack of compassion happening. So be aware of that. Now we have it trine in Jupiter. The trine is very positive. So this new moon, which will happen at 4:35 a.m., is very optimistic. It's very expansive. It's thinking about the big picture. Again, a lot of long vision, futuristic energy, but the bigger picture, not the small picture. This is like, what does the world think about you? Because that's what Jupiter is, not what your small community. The world. It's opening connections, worldly, out of your box. It brings ease and expansion to your intellectual pursuits. It's a great time to learn. Okay. Higher learning beyond just the basics of something or the introduction of something. This is about shared knowledge as well, and some growth in conversations. Very positive, very lucky, very benefic. Okay. This is going to just land on your lap. You don't have to do anything with this, because that's usually what a trine does. Now it's squaring at Vesta, that little funny little thing. It's sitting at 9 degrees. It's sitting at Scorpio. Vesta is the planet. It's an asteroid. Actually, it's not a planet. And it's all about sacred focus, dedication, your sacred energy, spiritual integrity. Now, when you have a square, that means it's challenging. There's tensions. So this new moon that we're supposed to manifest and start anew, and it's bringing new energy for your hopes and dreams and setting some new intentions. It's not working with your spiritual energy. Okay. There's some challenge here. It's like you're conflicted for your future. It's like, let's say you're like, I really want to do something with AI, but the AI goes against your spirituality. It goes against your priorities. Okay, so it's about your individual goals, that Aquarius energy, and what you feel devoted to spiritually. There's a challenge there, okay? Personal goals and your sense of duty to your commitment, and you have to find a balance between the two. You have to prioritize what truly matters. And sometimes, because you're dealing with that Sabian symbol too, which I said we were going to tie in to later, sometimes you thinking that you have to please everyone is not really working with you spiritually. Okay. Feeling put between your personal ambitions and your obligations of others, reassessing what truly deserves your focus and energy. You can't please everyone. Okay. Yeah. Independence with dedication for a cause or a project could be challenging, because you're probably trying to please everyone. Be aware of that. Be aware of being burnt out. and be aware of conflict between your individual freedom and your responsibilities. Okay. Now, collectively, overall, though, the new moon is very positive. Be aware of that spiritual aspect. Be aware of your spiritual integrity. Okay. There are things like I used to be a makeup artist, and I did not like being a makeup artist because I felt like it wasn't deep enough. Honestly, I'm a Scorpio moon, so I was like, this is just too superficial. I'm good at what I do, though. I'm into beauty, I'm into aesthetics, but this is just too superficial. I didn't feel aligned with my spiritual self. Now, if I sit here and did a video on how to do my makeup and at the same time talked about astrology, that ties it in. There's a balance here. You know what I mean? Also, if I have deep discussions and teach people how to do makeup while also talking about the psychology of the mind and their confidence, that is also how you can tie that in too. So just try to find a balance. That's just an example, like a personal example. Let me give you some collective predictions. Okay. So when we tie all this new moon and Aquarius energy in, okay, you're talking about tech and innovation. Okay. So we can see some new developments with that. And I just want you to understand it may not happen today or yes, tomorrow, because the new moon is tomorrow. But this new moon is a cycle. It's a lunar cycle. 28 days, this lunar cycle. Oh, and I have to discuss the eclipse. So I really need to hurry up and do that. Anyway, so we have revolution movements that could be happening more. Intellectual awakening. People may be feeling more inspired to dive deeper into philosophical. That is that Jupiter aspect, our futuristic topics. That's expanding their horizons because we have Jupiter involved with this. Communication and information. There may be some truth or some transparency happening, but there will be some talking. There will be some tweets or X posts or social media things that are really, really communicated and they're honest and they're clear and there's clarity. Okay. Spiritual awakening. We are dealing with that Vesta, dealing with this asteroid, with this new moon. And there's some tensions here. We may see this globally and we may see this personally. Okay. Just reconnect with your purpose. Focus on what truly matters to you. Okay. So connect with like minded people to amplify your visions. Embrace your uniqueness. It is key to your success. Embrace change because Pluto is about transformation. Don't be afraid to not work with what no longer serves you. Okay. What else we have? Set some big goals because we have that Jupiter involved. Focus on collaboration. That is that Aquarius energy, collaborating with people, again, with the same like minded energy. Let me see what else. Oh, journal. Journal. It's a Mercury aspect added with this. So writing in Aquarius, all that goes really well, especially if you're doing your intentions. Let me see what else we have here. Hold on. Let me see what else we have here. Stay grounded in optimism, communicate your truth, find balance because we have that square, journal, meditate. Anytime there is a new moon, you can also charge your crystals with a new moon too, and connect community action. If you want to get out there and work with charity and community, this is great. Okay. So new moon, Aquarius new moon keywords. We have new beginnings, new starts. Okay. Freedom, individuality, collective goals, innovation, transformation, intellectual breakthroughs, emotional clarity, mental clarity, communication and clarity, okay? Futuristic thinking, devotion versus independence, and collective community change, okay? Now, also with this new moon, I don't know if all of you guys know this, but the new moon on the 29th is also connected to the Chinese New Year, which is 2025 Chinese New Year, okay? It is going to be Wednesday, January 29th. It's based on the lunar calendar. So it always happens on the second new moon after the winter solstice, which is this Aquarius new moon. Now, this year, for the Chinese New Year, we have the year of the snake. I have my snake earrings on too, you guys. I didn't even realize it until after I started filming. Can you guys see? And last time I got close, the mic got cut off. Anyway, but yes, so I have my snake earrings on. But this snake is a yin feminine energy, and yin is more dark, is more receptive, is more internal. There's dampness, there's feminine energy. It's the element of wood this year too. So with the snake, you're talking about wisdom, transformation. The snake in Western astrology represents Pluto, which is very deep and intense. Yeah, and it's also dealing with some healing. It's going underground to find the darkness, to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's very mysterious and it's very deep thinking. Nothing surface level. There's secrets though. Also mystery. There's suspicion and sometimes over calculated. Okay, because it could be a little manipulating. Okay, but the wood traits. Far as with the snake, you're talking about growth. You're talking about creativity. You're talking about flexibility and compassion. Now, how does this tie into the Aquarius new moon? Well, you have creativity and you have the growth. So those things are very much connected with this Aquarius energy, okay? The snake's focus is also deep transformation. And what is conjunct this new moon? Pluto. Pluto is very deep, okay? And it's transformative, hence the snake, okay? Introspective, very feminine too. The Aquarius new moon encourages bold ideas and forward thinking and innovative and breaking free from outdated things. And what do you have? You have flexibility, you have growth, you have deep thinkers. Okay. Together, this alignment acts us to balance innovation, that Aquarius, with careful planning and foresight with that snake. And the careful planning and foresight too is also that Pluto and Mercury involved here, creating a foundation for meaningful change. Now, let me just tell you something about tarot. But I do want you to know that this Chinese New Year is very much connected to the astrology in the Western astrology. It is so much connected. When I was doing more research on the Chinese New Year, I was like, wow, this is literally just reading the vibe in the sky, the stars up above. Anyway, let me tell you about this new moon when it comes to tarot. Okay, first of all, I do want you to know that the Aquarius card is here. Okay, I don't know if you can see her. She is not dressed, so let me cover her up. But this is the Aquarius card, okay? And in tarot, this is the star card, and the star card represents optimism, renewal, faith, aligning perfectly with fresh starts. That is what we have with this new moon. It's about inspiration. It's about healing. It's also about individuality. And you see here, she's bearing it all. She's telling the truth. She's pouring wisdom out into the world, wisdom that she knows. Okay. So that is what you have with the star card. Also with Aquarius, we have the King of Swords. Oh, the King of Swords is such an Aquarius themed card, right? Because you have the air element. All the swords represents the air, which is about communication, logic, intellectual energy, also clarity. So clear thinking. Now, this card embodies mental clarity, and we have Mercury, we have Pluto, we have Aquarius. All of that is with this new moon. Okay. One card I didn't pull is the Fool card, and the Fool card represents new moon, and it represents also starting a new journey as well. Yeah. So, and it's also Uranus, and Uranus is expect the unexpected. It also has Aries involved, and that means something new. Okay. And pack light, because there could be some risk and lessons happening. Okay. Yeah. So that is what we have. Oh, I want to talk about tomorrow. Not tomorrow, the 30th. Now, also too, not only do we have that new moon trining Jupiter, but again, we have the sun trining Jupiter. It happens exactly January 30th. Now, when the sun is trining this big positive planet, right? Now it's highlighting optimism, it's highlighting growth, it's highlighting higher learning and communications and making connections. Okay. So it's very positive. Opportunities for intellectual growth, collective growth, a lot of optimism, a lot of luck, a lot of expansion energy. Yeah, just opportunities across the board. Very positive day. That is on the 30th, especially for all my air signs. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libras. Really good for you. Let's see what else we have here. Advice: focus on projects and connections that align with your long-term energy. Also think about anything higher learning. Set some opportunities to even travel. Okay. Yes. So that's what we have. Let me do the horoscopes. And before I do the new moon horoscopes, you guys, don't forget to like and listen to the sponsor. Hello there, my beautiful souls. I am Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Are you ready to take your spiritual journey to the next level? Introducing Danyell's Astro Tarot Elite Club, your exclusive getaway to daily insights, cosmic guidance, and so much more for just $4.99 a month. As a member, you'll receive daily readings designed to align your day with the universe's energy. Start each day with clarity and confidence. Do you need a personal reading, or do you want to have your astrology chart read fully? With being a member, you also can enjoy exclusive discounts on all my offerings, just for our elite members only. Okay, all right, let's get into the horoscopes for the new moon of Aquarius. Okay, we're gonna start off with Aries. Okay, Aries, this new moon in Aquarius and Pluto's in Aquarius, all the stallion, the sun and Mercury is all in your 11th house. This is all about community, goals, networking. Aries, this is a perfect time for you to manifest whatever you want, because you're talking about that new moon in the 11th house of your hopes and dreams. You better be writing it down. Write what you want, because this is your time, okay? Themes in the new moon, it could be inspiring to have collaborations, joining a group, dealing with something beyond the future, things that are very unique and out of the box, and really being yourself. Focus on long-term vision, networking, collaborating with someone, okay? We have this negativity that you have, and it's the end of the journey, you guys. This is for all my Aries, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is new beginnings and endings happening. Okay, this is the end. Now you're about to enter into a new beginning and infinite possibilities, but you had this weight, you have these negative words or these negative thoughts weighing you down. Now this is going to be a new journey. Okay, so take advantage. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Taurus, this new moon in Aquarius is happening in your 10th house. The 10th house is your career, your reputation. You're on stage, okay? It's your image, your public image. It's also authority, okay? This is all about your professional life path, okay? So manifest something in that. Really think about long-term goals, or maybe there's something that's dealing with technology or AI, or something with the future, or communicating in regards to that with this. Now, advice, set some intentions for your career, embrace innovative strategies, really try to think outside of the box when it comes to you and how you are with success with your career and your reputation. We have the Magician, very positive. This is not only do you need to think it, but you need to say it, okay? Think it, say it, write it down, and then it will be very positive. You can manifest anything that you really put your mind into, okay? So God gave us all these gifts that we are not using, okay, on this planet Earth, okay? So God gave us the ability to be spiritual, to be compassionate, to be creative, to be logical, to be the truth seekers, okay? To be passionate, to have our values, and to be strong, bold, and courageous. He gave us all these. Did I say compassion? I think I said compassion, right? He gave us all these, also the ability to use your intuition. All these tools we have. And what this card is saying is to use it, because when you use those things, there's infinite possibilities. And when you use it to manifest with this new moon in Aquarius, and you have to write it down, you have to say it, and you have to think it, then your reputation will improve. Your career will improve. Your sense of authority, you being on the stage, will improve. Okay. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Geminis, this new moon in Aquarius is happening in your 9th house. The 9th house is all about thinking bigger, expanding your horizons, going outside of your community and going into the world. This also is the house of publishing. So if you are somewhat like a podcaster, if you're someone who's writing books, this is the time to publish. This is also really being bold in education, really thinking of higher education and traveling around the world, okay? This is a dream, big situation when it comes to higher horizons, okay? And really expanding your mind, okay? We have the world. How fitting. I think you guys will be traveling, just straight up traveling, or you are going to do something worldwide when it comes to publishing something, okay? I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, all my Cancers. Welcome. Let's see what this new moon in Aquarius has for you. It's in the 8th house of transformation, finances, shared resources. This is a house of intimacy. This is a house of feeling deep in psychology, the house of taboos. Okay. There could be a transformation surrounding your finances. There could be something when it comes to communication and AI in the future, and it is bringing some healing aspect to you. Okay. Now, this is also the house of shadows and darkness and things that are taboo. So something could be set here, and there is a new way of doing it. You are thinking more logically, or you are really being unique and creative about that aspect. Now, when I say something taboo, this also is a house of tarot readers, okay? That could be seen taboo to a lot of people. This also is the house of prostitutes, are the trash man, right? So just understand that the taboo things may not be taboo to you, but it may be taboo to others. And there's something that you can manifest in this, and you can make that more a power, okay? Make it strong or make it transformative, okay? But this is also the house of shared resources. So that means that if you have a spouse, or if you owe taxes, or is there inheritance, or there's some debt you owe, there could be some clarity with that as well. Okay, Cancer, we have the 9 of disc. This is the 9 of disc, which is also the 9 of pentacles. Oh, I hate that you cannot see the card because it's so bright. I have to work on the settings. But with this card, you have that you are self-made. Self-made. So if this is something that is dependent on others, no. This is self-made energy. So there is going to be a new transformation and power given to you, okay? Manifest that, okay? I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Leos. We have this new moon happening in your 7th house. This is a house of partnerships and relationships. This is a house also dealing with justice and law, aesthetics, and art. Your relationship may take center stage here. This new moon asks for you to reevaluate your partnerships or set some intentions, dealing with fairness and equality or justice, or with your aesthetics. Okay, be clear about what you need in your relationships, or maybe there is a collaboration that you have to do. You can manifest that, or maybe there's something dealing with open enemies, and you're like, I want to release and let go and let God. Okay, now we have the Temperance card. This is very positive. That Jupiter, wherever that Jupiter is in the sign Gemini, is going to work out for you. So let me see. Actually, let me change. Oops. I am pressing the wrong button. Wait, why do I keep pressing that? Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see. We are talking to my Leos. And Leos, your Gemini is in 11th house. So it makes me think that this Jupiter energy is dealing with Aquarius themes, right? So you're talking about that there could be amazing things come your way for as your groups, your friends, something dealing with the future and technology. So maybe there's a partnership with a network, or maybe like a partnership with an organization of some sort, or a partnership with the government that is also dealing with that, or something with science, something dealing with your hopes and dreams or technology of some sort. Yeah, that is what we have. It's very positive for you, but also focus on where that Jupiter is. And the Jupiter is in that 11th house. So it makes me think that this is a friendship thing. This is a collaboration. This is a group, a network. This is something scientific. Also could be astrology as well. All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Virgos, this new moon is in your 6th house of work, health, and daily routines. This is also the house that can organize the thoughts and set things right, because it's a mercurial place. But your daily life and well-being and your health, all this needs to be manifested. Whatever you have some outdated thoughts, let it go. This is also the house of service. So you could be having some service of others. We have the Chariot card. The Chariot represents Cancer. Cancer represents being very empathetic. Cancer also represents dreams. So write down your dreams. That will probably help you manifest. The moon is very important here with this card being pulled. So this new moon is going to be very important for you, Virgos. Okay. If it's something dealing with health, you have to think positive. You have to also have the energy of nurturing and compassion. And there needs to be an emotional intelligence as well. Okay. Try to work on not being sensitive, especially with this new moon. Okay. Yeah, but have positive thoughts and write it down. Write it as if it's already happening. All right. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Libras, this new moon in Aquarius is happening in your fifth house of creativity, fun, and romance. Yeah, this is really the house of really being truly who you are and having some fun. This also could be dealing with your children, okay? Maybe there is a fertility of some sort. Maybe you're going to be a new grandfather, a new grandmother. We have the King of Disc for you, and this is someone who is thinking about his money. He's able to share his money. He's able to give money advice. Also, someone who is thinking long term and taking his time and moving slow and paying attention to the details. This is also someone who is very good at his health. Okay. And all those things, because you have all this power, you're able to be happy. Okay. So, this new moon may make you be creative and make you embrace hobbies or have fun with your children, or maybe you're giving a charity to some of those things in regards to what I was saying. Now, with the new moon in Aquarius, you're talking about social media is added to this. You're talking about communication, but also you don't want to please everyone. So if you have like 5 children, but you feel like in your heart there should be a focus on one child, you cannot please them all. Okay, I am a mother, that I know for a fact. But focus on what you need to, and also think very practical and logical at the same time. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Scorpios, this new moon in Aquarius is happening in your fourth house. You're talking about your home, where you feel safe, something of your past, something ancestral, your family, your mother's emotional foundation. Okay, home and family is the focus with this new moon. The new moon encourages you to create a sense of safety, a sense of belongings. Say you are in LA and you lost your home. This new moon in Aquarius is saying to manifest something in regards to a foundation for yourself, or something in regards to things that make you feel nostalgic, okay? And to really think about that in the long term. But let's say you are not in LA and you didn't lose your home, but this is still something that is dealing with your emotional foundation and safety, okay? You could redecorate, you can reorganize, you can manifest having a new home. All that is involved with this new moon in Aquarius. Now you feel stuck, you feel like you cannot decide. It's like a stalemate here, and it's like, which one do I decide? Now let the new moon develop, okay? Let it take its time, write down everything, very positive, and then over time you will see it develop into not just, because you're confused, like it's almost like, where should I move? I like these 2 options, I can't decide. Let it flow on its own. Also, there's always the intuition. Okay, the intuition is involved. The spiritual aspect that you may be ignoring is also involved too. Pay attention to those. Okay, also, yeah, the spiritual side. This is the high priestess. Trust your intuition, go off of your gut. Everything doesn't have to be logical. Everything doesn't have to be just about the mind itself. Like, everything doesn't have to make sense. There's a feeling involved here, and you have to be connected to those feelings. All right, especially you Scorpios. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius, welcome. You have a Aquarius new moon in this third house. You have Pluto in that third house, Mercury in that third house. Wow, major communication for you. Okay, are you writing a book? Are you learning something new? There's something dealing with your environment, your local environment, your neighborhood, or your siblings. But there's new opportunities in learning. Maybe you're teaching, maybe you're connected to your neighbors of some sort. It's a great time to share ideas or learn a new skill. Be open to short-term projects, expand your mind, speak your truth. Write a book. There's something here dealing with communications heavily. We have the Queen of Disc, okay? Save your money, get off of social media. Okay, you want to use your resources wisely. You want to save your money, because there is charity involved here when it comes to your finances. I know that doesn't make sense, but maybe you're supposed to give it to your siblings. Maybe you're supposed to give it to your community. But there's something here in that third house that's connected to finances. Also, maybe in this something with your community, or something with your neighborhood, or something that you should be writing a book on. It's something dealing with health. Maybe you should be writing a book on health, are discussing health, okay? But this Queen of Disc is not just caring about health, not just caring about the finances, not just paying attention to the details and taking her time, but this Queen of Disc, which is the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of finances, the Queen of Health, is also compassionate and bringing charity and also having therapy with this, okay? So Sagittarius, use that power, be the Queen of Pentacles, and use this energy to be compassionate and nurturing to others, all right? In the name of health, in the name of finances. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Capricorns, welcome. This new moon in Aquarius is in your second house. This is all about finances. So if you want to manifest something with money, go ahead. Or what do you truly value? What is your self-worth? Okay, your future finances. Write it down because this is the time to do that. Okay, your personal values. All that is coming under review. And now you can manifest and set some intentions on that. Push your goals to being stable, redefine what really matters to you, invest what really is going along with your spiritual side for the long term. Okay. We have the Two of Cups, and I mean the Two of Pentacles. This is multiple streams, okay? Multiple streams of income for you guys are getting money in two different ways. Are also there's a balance between saving and spending, or there could be a balance between receiving and giving, okay? So that is what I have for you. Manifest that finances, okay? Because you have this ability here and you can do it all. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Aquarius. This new moon in Aquarius is happening in your first house. Duh. And exciting new year for you guys. Okay, I do want to say that. And this is about your identity. This is about your self-expression. This is new beginnings for who? You, nobody else but you. Okay, this is a personal placement. Okay, this is the only personal placement. This is not about your kids. This is not about your spouse. This is not about your job. This is 100% about you. So this is a time to have a reset button. Okay, this is a time to take this sign, this new moon, and say, I want to be my authentic self. I want to be uniquely me. I want to have fun. I want to set new intentions. I want to have long-term goals and do things on my own. I want to be charitable. I want to fight for the cause. This is you. Okay? Only about you. You can be selfish with this new moon in Aquarius, okay? Now, when you have that new moon in Aquarius in that first house, then that Jupiter is in that third house. Let me see. Actually, let me get this right because I really want to get it special for my that Jupiter is in the fifth house. Ooh, so maybe your child will bring something positive in your life and it's just going to land in your lap. Okay, that could be happening, or something that is from a relationship or a romance. But the focus is you. Okay, with the new moon, but there's something with your self-expression. Are you truly being happy? And it's connected to you and it's going to land in your lap. We have the 10 of Discs. This is all about the finances. This is all about the money and family and inheritance. All of it is very positive and it's coming your way. Let me just say there's abundance here. Abundance is coming your way and you're going to be feeling very secure and happy, especially with this new moon. So manifest it. Please write it down because this Mercury energy wants you to write it down. Write it down, say it out loud, and it will happen. All right. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Pisces. This Aquarius new moon is in your 12th house. And when we have the Aquarius new moon in your 12th house, this is all about the internal, the spiritual, the healing, the subconscious, the unknown, the unseen, things that are seem very like cloudy. Okay. It's a new deep introspection. Okay. This is about having solitude and being happy with the solitude. Okay. This is also about a spiritual renewal. And you might find yourself reflecting on a past, or maybe there's some deep forgiveness. And when you forgive, oh my gosh, that makes you more lighter. You lose weight physically, spiritually as well. Yeah, so you want to embrace this solitude. A lot of people may think this is boring, but no, Pisces, you love it here. You're at home here, okay? This is a deep emotional renewal for you, and there's healing. There's greater spiritual alignment. This might even work better for you with that Vesta challenge there, because you're going to be able to see the true alignment spiritually. You may not have a challenge there. Now, I see you have the Nine of Swords. You're mentally thinking negative. You're losing sleep, or maybe you'll lose sleep tonight. I'm not sure. But there is something that is tormenting you, and you're like having bad nightmares. You're looking at the glass half empty. And also, you're not looking at what God has given you. That is the Four of Cups there. You're bored. You're like, you know what? I have it all. You don't have. You're not. What is the word? You're not seeing God's blessings. Okay, that's what it is. So you need to change the perspective, especially in this 12th house. Change the perspective and actually look at the glass half full. Look at all the blessings God has given you. If that's hard for you to do, why don't you start off writing positive things, positive blessings about yourself, positive blessings about your environment, positive only. Okay, and then when you start to write it, you start to see it. Then when you start to see it, you start to feel it. And when you start to feel it, you start to think it. And when you start to have all those things connected, you will be it. Okay. But you are not looking at what God has given you. You're not looking at what God has. You already have it, and you're just ignoring it, or you can't see it, or it's hidden of some sort. And it's 12th house, the Aquarius in his new moon, in the 12th house is telling you that it's there, and you need to pay attention to it. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. The next video will be on the I will either do tarot reading for the month of this February. That will be either coming up tomorrow, because I will have to do that tomorrow, or I'm going to do the eclipse video. All right. But one of those will be coming up. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, do the purple heart emoji, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.